slipper.
Ross Conlon gets the match underway at North Sydney Oval, and North Sydney defending the old fig tree end as Alan Burns takes the ball up strongly. Cox. McKinnon able to slip the pass away to Spina. Making good ground, Spina. Up towards the halfway mark. The other big front row forward for North Sydney, Mayo. McKinnon still able to back up, and there goes Kelly. Kelly into the clear, but brilliantly caught by Chris Mortimer. Gee, strong attack from North Sydney in the early moments of this match to score so far in this game. Luckman. Working play to the centre of the field. Ritchie, crisscross move, and it's Darren Rogers. Only 8 metres out. Spina reaching out, still about 2 metres short now. Bears raiding away at the Bulldogs line. There's Big Mayo, lunges at the line. Is he there? I think he's there. And referee Roberts thinks so too and awards the try. Big Steve Mayo. Look at the size of this fellow.
Canterbury did making mistakes like that.
Good kick too. That's taken play midway between the half and the quarter. Canterbury's end. McKinnon. It's the shoulder down, but they bring him down pretty easily. Using the back line now, they're nice and deep. He's worth a gain. Ian Maurice mentioned how hard he's hitting the line, and that's exactly what he's doing again. Stephen Folkes having a wrestling match. Spina, Cox. Ball being shown. Harris with plenty of experience. He gets out to Cox. Here's Larry Kelly. Larry Kelly on the ball, and he'll go over. Oh, great try from the Bears. They open them up. Oh, the Bears in full flight. McKinnon running as the foil, but Harris hits the line very hard. They're busting again. Here's Worth now. He can unload it. They put it down. Canterbury fall on it. Player down though with North Sydney. It's a penalty to North Sydney too. Player
Spina. Adam. Looping pass out there for Shepherd, for Luckman. Andrew Farrer, the tackler. Now Darren Rogers, held by Robertson. 32 metres out from the North Sydney line. And the Bears lead 12 points to 2. Cox. A run around. And Harris finally taking the tackle. Last tackle now for North Sydney. There's Spina. Trying to re-gather. It's gone off his shoe, I thought. Play on, said the referee. That's a good ruling. And here go the Bears again with McKinnon striding out. McKinnon to the quarter line. He's got support in Luckman. The Bears are in for their third try. Chris Luckman.
big inside North Sydney territory, won by Canterbury. Hughes looking to unload, but well, the support's not in position. It seems shaped the pass, had to go down with it. Anderson now.
Anderson, you'll notice, has come in off his wing to try and gee this Canterbury side up. He is the captain. He's playing dummy half. He's getting in as first man off the ruck.
Steve Mortimer. Mortimer with a little break. He's got support to him. He can unload it. He will. To be Canterbury under the post. Oh, great stuff. And put that one down to Steve Mortimer. Chris Anderson following him through the front off his hip. Great try. He doesn't need that much, and he can spark a side and win a game. The drop of a hat. Here's Folkes.
Not sure that that Glossop move of putting Chris Mortimer into the second row is paying off. He's certainly a good tackler, but he's lost in attack.
Hughes made one good break use this afternoon. Barrow with a nice pass out for Bretnell. Bretnell wrapped up quickly. Still Sydney defence swarming. They're taking the man ball and all. Steve Mortimer. Hughes. Turns it back inside for his brother Mortimer. Now to Steve Mortimer. He's got the line open. What do we say about Steve Mortimer in? Oh, what's a game with a great try. Oh, the Mortimer brothers are all over the place today.
chip ahead for his outside backs, but North Sydney come up with it. 18-14 to score. The North Sydney Bears lead.
Arthur Summers, it's great to see another healthy crowd at North Sydney Oval today. A big crowd last Sunday, and the game is alive and well when the product is right.
That's very true, Darrell. There's no question about that. Look at this one.
Here's Luckman. Luckman out in the clear. Bretnell to beat. Luckman takes on Bretnell. He gets through Bretnell, and Bretnell comes back and just angle taps him, and they get him down from behind. Great run from Luckman and a great tackle from Bretnell. He wasn't going to let him through him. Now it's Kelly. Now it's Spina. On to Ritchie. McKinnon flicks it back to Ritchie. Spina again. They're going nowhere. They're dancing on the spot. Spina straightens it up. Gets a good pass away this time, though. The Bears inside the 22, going backwards, though. Burns with a great run to the 22. Don't forget, North's are 4 points in front. A try now. Could be a healthy one. McKinnon. Worth. Goes on to Adam. Long looping pass. They're still keeping alive, the Bears. Still going. Here's Mayo. Chance. Chance for Spina. In behind the post. Big football. North Sydney. Oh, they just kept it alive. And they wore Canterbury down. Good football. Spina in for North Sydney. Pretty quickly with Robinson, who said thank you, Belcher down. Big tough, pretty fierce side to run to was Robinson. Adam puts the ball in the air. Oh, good bounce too, good bounce for Shepherd as he makes a bust about another 15 metres down the touchline. He's only about 4 metres out now, and the Bears back on the attack. Another kick from Adam. Well placed too and taken well. That was Chris Mortimer, plucked it out of the air and took the tackle.
I was just going to say Adam's little chip was magnificent early and just at the right time, but that one certainly wasn't. He shouldn't have kicked then, and they were on the boil and should have kept it going.
This is Anderson split him. Well, a good run from Anderson. Burns with some good cover defence took him. Cox is down with, Ritchie is down with Cramp, being treated at the moment. Here's Robinson, unloads to Conlon. This game being played at a fierce pace.
Look how quick Canterbury came back. They were all Norths then, and yet Canterbury are now to the halfway and going on with it.
Barra, nice pass off Mortimer. Gets out of one. Barra still going. Unloads back inside to Johnston. Johnston wrapped up, unloads again now. Canterbury, the entertainers, back in business. Folks with a long pass out. Oh, it's gone astray. Picked up by Conlon. Conlon's got support on the Mortimer, but I think it's a forward pass. But is he in? Let's wait and see what happens. That's a try. Oh, and Canterbury come back with a great one.
Canterbury a converted try behind. North Sydney have the scrum feed and the scrum win. Spina caught on the sideline. Now, Fred Arcoy on the sideline for North Sydney, ready to come on. A very strong game in reserve grade, but look at the Bears falling in each other's way. It's still very close to the line. Burns inching closer. Back with Cox, a field goal attempt. It looks good to me. It's a goal. Field goal to Mitchell Cox. And that was an excellent field goal from Mitchell Cox. He was under plenty of pressure too. Saw the defence coming, but cool as you like. Right between the posts. 25-18. North Sydney lead. Number 16, Fred Arcoy, is on. Mortimer, Conlon, keeping the ball alive, folks. Peter Mortimer, room to move, running strongly. Mortimer's got support too with Armstrong. And Armstrong caught now on the North Sydney quarter. Canterbury throwing everything at the Bears. Across the back line, there's Conlon again. He's living in the centre of the rucks. Back to Gary Hughes. Right on the North Sydney quarter line. Johnston, Anderson. With Steve Mortimer and Gary Hughes again. And Conlon running onto that pass. Out of one tackle, Conlon. He's got support too. Steve Mortimer lunges at the line. And that's a try. It's there. It's there. There's 1 point the difference. North Sydney 25, lead Canterbury 24. What a ball game.
Right, North's just inside the Canterbury territory. Arcoy gets it on to Williams. full-time hurdle in the North Sydney fans go berserk. And what a great win too. The scoreline just 1 point the difference. 25 defeating Canterbury 24. And the penalties 11-8 to Canterbury. The scrums 9-8 to Canterbury.
And there they are, the mighty North Sydney Bears, hanging on by the skin of their teeth to outlast Canterbury by 25 points to 24. These try scorers for North Sydney: Big Steve Mayo, Chris Luckman, Larry Kelly and Lawrence Spina. Larry Kelly kicking 4 goals. Mitchell Cox a field goal for Canterbury. Stevie Mortimer 2 tries. Chris Anderson a try. Peter Mortimer a try. And Ross Cox.
Don't forget to subscribe, add your comments, and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on ceagle666@gmail.com.